Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And for the Heat, we've got Hero. Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. Hero, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Mobley. Allen outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mitchell finds Hero over Garland. And Hero the bucket on the assist by Mitchell.
Hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense off the dribble.
Mobley outside, beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
Now, Allen is a mobile 7-footer, rim protector, who's pretty solid offensively, so he provides the kind of stability you want at that position nowadays.
And Allen drops them both.
And Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And that one, good.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen on Hunter. Pass to Ware. Adebayo against Mobley. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Hero with it. Covered by Mitchell. And Tyler Hero hits from deep. Hero's got 5.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Mobley misses. Miami trailing. Mitchell right side. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Allen rolling with some force, or at least the force he can muster. He can be useful in the pick and roll.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in. And so here is Miami, trailing by 2. Pass to Wiggins. Now Mitchell. Fires from deep. They get the rebound, and he jams it with authority.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
To Garland. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
Hero with it. He has 5. Adebayo with a screen on Mitchell. Hero passes to Ware. 6 to shoot. Adebayo the screen. Mitchell. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Strus kicks to Mitchell. Allen surveying the D. Mobley misses.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Pass to Wiggins. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Here's Allen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's good for 2. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, if this is a physical contest, Adebayo's going to win out.
Allen outside. It's to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Tries again. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Coro comes in for Mitchell, and it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. The Heat trail by 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Robinson against Strus. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, Duncan really patient there, exploiting the D and operating in the pick and roll.
Down low, here's Mobley, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Wade out there with Max Strus. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the point. Here's Wade. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
And Anderson slams it in.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Cavaliers leading. Wade outside. Mobley outside. Wade sets the pick for Mobley. Trains the three-pointer. Mobley's got 5 now.
Yeah, and Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
Outside Robinson. Over to the left wing. Jovic, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And here is Okoro. Nothing on the board. Jerome. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Burks the pass to Hero. Here's Jovic. Burks kicks to Hero. Pass to Jovic. Burks for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. They need to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Here's Jerome. Puts up a deep 3. Burks pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now, Okoro following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. Mobley outside. Wade trying to break free. Mobley misses.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Robinson on the wing to stop the drought. Hits it from three-point range. Robinson's got 5 points so far.
And Duncan Robinson, he will do that.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a new group in for the Heat. Ware's checked in. Bam Adebayo comes in for Kyle Anderson. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Mitchell in for Alec Burks. And then for Cleveland, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Dean Wade. Mitchell comes in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now, here's Okoro. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected. Now, here's Wiggins. Covered by Okoro. Left side, Hero. Over Mitchell. Hero, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. Clock up 2 there. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Outside, Garland. Mobley outside. In the corner, it's Hunter. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And when he is on the move and starts to show his athleticism, that's when the special moments come from Andrew Wiggins.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jerome comes in for Isaac Okoro. Cavaliers leading. Pass to Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Adebayo. Bangs home the trifecta.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Wiggins. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Garland has it in the corner. Pass to Thompson. Over Robinson. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside, Robinson fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Robinson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
And Robinson's role is out there to stretch the floor, which is why his guys encourage him to keep firing.
And Thompson kicks to Mitchell. Tries the spin move. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Robinson passes to Mitchell. Now Wiggins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Heat lead by 1.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Heat lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it, we can come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hey there, everybody. Halftime of Game 4 upon us, and it's a close game so far for the Miami Heat.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. They've got Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Let's get an update on Evan Mobley. David, what's his status?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. But he's already come back into the game. How about that, Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Now here's Allen after Tyler Hero's miss. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this hole still, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Pass to Mobley. Knocks it loose. Garland against Mitchell. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Garland. And here is Mobley. Mitchell outside.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
That one is no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Mitchell. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by Hero.
I'm not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Adebayo with a screen on Hunter. And it's Wiggins missing.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Now Mitchell. 8 points for him. Mobley a screen on Hero. Pass to Mobley. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Hero against Mitchell. Hero passes to Mitchell. Back to Hero. Here's Ware. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Mobley.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Miami shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Robinson's checked in for Wiggins. A switch here also for Cleveland. Strus is checked in. Both good from the line that time. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. 8-point game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And that one drops. Garland's got his second bucket tonight.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
Hero on the wing, covered by Mitchell. They set the pick. Here's Hero. And the layup's good off the glass. Hero's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing here by 8. Garland, the pass to Allen. Mitchell with it, looking to get it going, and the layup is up and in. Mitchell's got 10.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now, Hero, 9 points in the game so far. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 6. There's Garland, and it's in there. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat. Anderson comes in for Hero. The Heat leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. From outside the arc. Drops in the tray. Robinson's got 11 points.
Well, in the basketball dictionary, if you look up the definition of pure jump shot, you might find Duncan Robinson.
Robinson against Mitchell. Here's Allen. Great D that time from Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Jovic passes to Mitchell. Up top, Adebayo. Defended by Strus. Shot clock at 5. Adebayo with a screen for Anderson. Over Allen. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Garland, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mitchell against Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Count that one. And it's a 9-point Miami lead. And so it's Miami ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Max Strus. He's out there with Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the 2. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Garland. Pass to Strus. Krills the three-pointer. Strus has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now, Hero. The kick out to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
Pass to Okeke. Now Hunter. There's the pick. From deep. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Burks. They get it back. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Garland the pass to Okeke. Now Hunter. The trade. Sinks the triple. Hunter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looking for some friendly competition as Hunter responds with a three-pointer of his own.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Heat. And Cleveland also making a change. Tyson's checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Ware's checked in. And Bam Adebayo subbed in for Anderson. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Adebayo with the screen on Hunter. And it's Wiggins missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Mobley outside. Mobley a screen on Hero. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And it's Wiggins missing. Cleveland's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Garland against Wiggins. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now just a 1-point Miami lead.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Heat lead by 4. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Over Mitchell. And they recover it. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland finds Allen. From downtown. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. The Heat leading by 4. Outside, Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Lets the three fly. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hunter. Allen in the post. Second chance shot. And Ware pulls it down. Heat shooting 41% for the game. Wiggins passes to Hero. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint, and it's Allen slamming it down. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. .116 left in the 4th quarter. To the inside, Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
Mitchell against Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Hunter kicks to Mobley. Back to Hunter. Pocket 6. Here's Mitchell. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Mitchell finds Adebayo. He can't hit that time. Good D by Mobley. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now, here's Hunter.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Mitchell, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team, and he's excited about their chances. He said, this is what we've worked for. This is where we want to be. Now it's up to us to take it. That means big plays and big shots. We'll see if they can rise to the big moment, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Cleveland with the ball.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
Here's Mobley. Miami grabs the miss. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And the Cavaliers call time here. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And what's their best move at this point?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Pass to Hunter. A 3-ball. No good that time. And so it's the Heat winning this one. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Activity on blast tonight. How pleased were you with the performance?
I'm just happy we won. You know, the stats don't matter unless you get a win. So I'm happy we got a win and keep dedicating them to my mom, man. You know, she's my blessing, so she just keeps blessing me for some reason.
Love to love, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Rockets have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Golden State Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
Great to have you with us. Game 4 of Round 1 in the West. We're happy to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Houston starting 5. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And for the Warriors, Curry and Hield with a sharp-shooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the center position. Now here's Green. Van Vliet outside. Şengün a screen on Curry, and here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Hield up top, guarded by Van Vliet. Hield passes to Green. Curry looking it over. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Van Vliet. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Now here's Curry. Butler on the wing. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
Brooks finds Şengün. Now Thompson. Şengün, the screen. Thompson passes to Şengün. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Green for 3. Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. Looking for their first basket of the game. Curry against Van Vliet. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware he is the engine of this offense.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Van Vliet. Outside for Brooks. Fires from deep. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
Outside Hield. Back to Curry. Hield, a screen on Van Vliet. And a deep 3 from Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Şengün, the screen. To the middle. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Hield against Green. Hield passes to Curry. And here's Payton. Pass to Green. Now Butler. Guarded by Van Vliet. Out to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Thompson scanning the floor. Over Payton. Thompson, no good. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Pass to Hield. Outside Curry. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Now here's Brooks. Over Payton, and that one's good for Brooks. Brooks has got his second bucket of the night. Here's Butler. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So for the Rockets, Landale's checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Van Vliet. Here's Spencer. Green covering. Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. Here's Spencer. Shot clock at 6 to win the drought. Eason pulls it in. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist from Eason.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's Post. Inside. Here's Kuminga. The shot off that time. Eason with some nice D. Houston leading by 4. Outside Whitmore. Smith passes to Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. And the Warriors make some changes. Santos comes in for Butler. And it's Stephen Curry in for Spencer. Şengün checked in for Houston. Holiday comes in for Green. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Warriors trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Whitmore. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Whitmore's got his second basket on the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Holiday against Curry. Releases. That one is off.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And taking a look at Houston's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 4. So the Rockets 5 now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Shepard, and it's Eason in at the 3 spot. And it's Houston's ball. Pass to Whitmore. 3-pointer. Drops in the 3. Whitmore's got 7 points in the game.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Curry finds Kuminga. Outside Moody. Here's Curry. Curry from inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Pass to Smith. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. Now here's Moody. Here's Post. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Pass to Whitmore. Here's Shepard. No made baskets yet. To the inside, Şengün. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Kuminga. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Whitmore. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. 9 points in the game.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Post. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. That one off the back iron and out. The Rockets lead by 7. Pass to Whitmore. Picked by Smith. And it's Whitmore missing. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Curry passes to Kuminga. Outside Curry. Here's the pick. From deep. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Smith outside. Pass to Shepard. Outside Whitmore. 4-3. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 7. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Curry passes to Moody. To the left side wing. Outside Curry. The 3. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. Houston leading by 4. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. From the arc. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Thompson. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Outside Curry. Now Hield. Yet to see a basket. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooks against Butler. From behind the arc. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Warriors trail by 7. A minute 42 left in the first half of this one. Hield against Green. And the basket by Hield. Hield's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like Hield's shot selection here. I mean, excellent at recognizing when he should look to let it fly.
Şengün, a screen on Payton. Brooks against Payton. Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. Not going to go that time. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Curry's shot is off. Houston leading by 5. Brooks outside. Back to Thompson. Şengün, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson in the post. Guarded by Payton. Thompson, no good. Pass to Curry. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Butler against Thompson. Butler passes to Curry. Over Green. Curry, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Van Vliet with it. That'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Houston Rockets.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. Game 4 is always important, but does this game mean a little more to them, Shaq?
No doubt, Ernie. If they lose this series, it's finito, done. They're not coming back from 3-1.
Hey, I have to agree with the big fella. Another loss, better get the fishing gear ready.
Ooh, high stakes. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. One guy who's been getting it done is Cam Whitmore.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Butler. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Houston. Van Vliet outside. Sengun, a screen on Butler. Brooks from outside. Sinks it from distance. Brooks has got 8.
Good to see Brooks connecting from three-point land because it helps open up everything else for him and his team.
Outside Butler. Thompson with some nice D.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Back to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Lets it go from deep. The shot that time not on target. Warriors trail by 8. Curry passes to Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
And here's Sengun. Jacks up a 3. And there's Green on the assist by Sengun. Sengun's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Timeout. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here's Hield. Outside Payton. Outside Hield. From outside, off the mark.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And he's good on the second.
Hey, when you look at Thompson, his physical attributes jump out at you right away. I mean, he is a freak athlete with tremendous upside.
Now here's Butler. And the Warriors miss again.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Pass to Brooks. Thompson outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Curry. Give him 8. Hield, a screen on Van Vliet. And here's Curry for 3. The shot won't fall.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Warriors trail by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Butler passes to Green. Outside Payton. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Eason's checked in for Houston. Butler against Thompson. Outside, Green. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Over Curry. Van Vliet misses.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. An incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Green.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
And both free throws good for Green. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Van Vliet outside. Outside, Green. Healed with the defensive effort. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Butler. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Butler has never lacked the willingness to be aggressive and to hunt contact, and you got to love that toughness aspect about Jimmy Butler's game.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Landale's checked in for Houston. Smith comes in for Thompson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside, Green. Green rising up.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Pass to Butler. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Back to Hield. Here's Post. 5 to shoot. With his first shot attempt. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Houston leading by 3. And here's Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Hield. Van Vliet finds Smith. Back to Van Vliet. From the high post, he drills it. And the Rockets lead by 5.
It's a shot some guys don't like, but Van Vliet gets it dialed in.
Outside Hield from downtown. That shot off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Van Vliet against Hield. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Spencer's checked in for Hield. And a change for the Rockets. Whitmore's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Spencer. Out left to the wing. Kuminga against Eason. Butler taking his time here. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Five ticks left in the third quarter of the game. And Post gets it to go. Post has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Houston leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. Now here's Whitmore. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 4th assist in this one.
Selfless with the rock. Şengün won't hesitate to make a pass out to a ready shooter.
Curry against Holiday. Here's Key. Outside Moody. Now here's Curry. For 3. Eason pulls it in.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
And he drops the first. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Eason hits them both. And so it's Golden State with it. 6-point game. Moody passes to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Holiday from long range. Tries yet again. And Smith lays it up and in.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Fields checked in for Jackson Davis. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Van Vliet's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He wants them to show more heart, saying, quote, "They are outworking us, you guys. At some point, you've got to decide you want to box out and that you want to protect the ball." He does not sound too pleased with the performance. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Hield. Whitmore defending, and it's Hield missing.
If they just continue to dominate the boards. Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
Smith no good. Warriors trail by 8. Outside Hield. Pass to Moody. Here's Post, defended by Şengün. Curry with it. Outside Moody. Shot clock at 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, and the way Curry always finds the open man is impressive.
Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Şengün.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
And so he makes both from the line.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Now here's Moody. The 3 from Curry. Hits the three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Van Vliet. Down low, Şengün. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
You love their effort. They've owned the glass tonight.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front. But they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Whitmore. The 3 ball. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Hield. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And Hield's judgment in these spots is impressive. Understanding what kind of shot to take in big-time moments.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Van Vliet. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Curry with a steal. On the wing, Green, defended by Şengün. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. And here's Curry for three. Rebounded by Green.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Free throw, no good. He does not get the second one. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Green up top. Pass to Curry. To tie it up. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Van Vliet misses. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Butler passes to Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Here's Van Vliet. Banked it in off the glass.
And Van Vliet, no fear at all. I mean, he loves taking and making those big-time shots.
Outside heel. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Payton attacking. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Dillon Brooks. So the first one drops, and that gives him a lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
And the bucket is good. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
Now here's Curry. This one for 3. Can't get it to drop.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. The time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Green with a screen on Van Vliet. And here's Curry for 3. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Van Vliet outside. "18 feet out. He connects!"
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach will prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul. Either way, they got to score the ball.
Curry finds Payton. He's off from 3. And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1, continues. The Memphis Grizzlies have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
And this is it, Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. We're looking at what could be a very short series. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points up on the board here for the Thunder. Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Jackson after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Holmgren.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Misses the 3. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Morant. 18 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Here's Hartenstein. And here is Holmgren. Off target with his 3. Morant against Holmgren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the evening. That free throw, no good.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. The Thunder pull it in. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot as well. And you've got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
They should take credit. They were out there impacting shots, preventing easy looks. They made things tough on them.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so here's Memphis. 7-point differential. Outside Jackson. Bain passes to Morant. Bain with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The Grizzlies with another miss. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Williams' shot is off.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And it's Morant missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Williams. Still without a basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Now here's Morant. Bain looking around. Here's Heaney. Hits the jump hook.
Never one to hold the ball. If Bain's shot isn't there, he just moves it.
The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Dort. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. Pass to Edey. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Dort finds Holmgren. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Morant. Defended by Holmgren. Morant sets a screen for Bain. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's rebounded by Morant. The Grizzlies shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Aldama can't hit. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked. Outside, Bain. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. High post, Jackson. He's against Wiggins. Jackson, that's good.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
Williams in the post. Carries it from about 10 feet away.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Aldama in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now, here's Kennard. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Joe.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Pippen. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pippen outside. There's a screen by Aldama. The 3. To the left side wing. Clark with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Clark's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Gilgeous-Alexander can't hit from 12. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pippen with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes for Memphis. Wells comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Bain in for Kennard. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Back to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Nailed from three-point land. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Now, here's Pippen. Outside, Bain. 5 to shoot. Jackson misses. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort finds Wiggins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Outside, Bain. It's stolen by Dort. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Wells. Now Eldama. Covered by Wiggins. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Dort a screen on Bain. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Pippen, the pass to Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Here's Pippen. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Thunder leading by 6. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wiggins. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pippen, the pass to Jackson. Payne for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The Thunder with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Eldama. Memphis moving that ball around. Wells sets the pick for Pippen. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Caruso goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The burst of Caruso can surprise defenders.
46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Wells. Back to Pippen. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Morant in for Pippen. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jalen Williams comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Williams. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Caruso against Morant. Misses from close range.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Good on the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so we conclude the first half. Oklahoma City out in front as they score 11 unanswered points to close out the quarter. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This game's working out like I thought it would. They're the better team. Now it's a matter of staying focused and finishing the job.
I'm sure that's what they're hearing in the locker room right now.
Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Here's Morant. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And it's Morant missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. And here is Wells. He has yet to score. Wells sets the pick for Bain. A three-pointer is right on target. Bain's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Grizzlies. And a minute played as the second half gets going. For 3, Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Thunder lead by 11. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Edey to the middle. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And the rejection by Holmgren. Over in the corner, Williams. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells wide open. And the 3 off target.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Outside, Bain. Wells kicks to Jackson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 minutes.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Out to the right wing. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holmgren's got 8 points.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Edey. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Wells grabs the miss.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Over in the corner, Williams. Wells with the steal. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Wells with it for the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Dort against Bain. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. .149 left in the third. Outside, Bain. Outside, Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Wiggins. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got his fourth rebound in this one. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Williams finds Dort. There's the 3. Williams, that's good. And the Thunder lead by 14.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Morant passes to Jackson. The kick out to Bain. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, Thunder have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Dort with the bounce pass. Caruso, no good. The Grizzlies shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Bain passes to Morant. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 14. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Thunder making a switch here. Now Jackson takes a 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Santi Aldama is out there with Wells. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then it's Pippen, and it's Clark in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside, Bain. Five on the clock. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Joe. Pass to Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The second effort. It's Clark with the rebound. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 16. To the paint. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso hands it from downtown.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Bain drives in. Up and in on the layup.
This is the defense Bain attracts, and he's superb at fending them off.
Caruso looking for an opening. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Had the space there, but it's offline.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Clark outside. There's a screen by Aldama. Open for three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Morant.
It's just so much fun to watch Ja fly. The way this man can take off is so impressive.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades away. Grizzlies with the rebound. Now here's Wells. Now here's Morant. And the three ball is good.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Morant. Shoots from 14. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit that one. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant outside. Pass to Edey. With the fadeaway. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Holmgren in the post. Guarded by Jackson. Holmgren gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Oklahoma City moving it around. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Holmgren. Wells grabs the miss. Memphis with the ball, trailing by 17. Dort against Morant. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Knicks have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Detroit Pistons? Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 in the East continues on 2K Sports. Tonight could bring this series to a conclusion or totally reshape it. We're ready for Game 5. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the 5. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. You take a look at the Knicks, a chance for them to close out the series here at home.
Yeah, and they don't want to have to travel again in this series. This is exactly how they wanted the series to go. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Bridges. Now Brunson. 6 to shoot. He got a piece of it.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat.
Harris on the wing. About a minute into this first quarter. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 5. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Brunson. Anunoby passes to Brunson. It in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Thompson outside. Here's Ivy. Second shot opportunity.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
These are his first free throws of the game. Good, Ivy.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
And both free throws good for Ivy. And here are the Knicks. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with the Knicks head coach. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Allie, thank you. Yep, count it. Brunson's gotten his second bucket.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. The 3. Here's Harris. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Beasley's checked in for Thompson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hart. Screen by Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Hart passes to Robinson. And it's rejected.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Durian, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Bridges with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. Bridges passes to Brunson. The rebound by Detroit. On the wing, Ivy. He's guarded by Bridges. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. McBride, he's checked in for Bridges. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Brunson on the drive. Yep, that one goes. Brunson's got 6.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's Beasley on the wing. Harris outside. Again the miss by the Pistons. The Knicks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Now here's McBride. Defense is right there. Pass to Towns. There's the 3. The rebound by Beasley. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Duran the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall. Cunningham's got his second basket.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Robinson finds Towns. Back to Robinson. Brunson against Cunningham. Robinson in the post. Fires for 3. A nice shot by McBride.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Ivy. 51 seconds left in the first. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And some changes here for New York. Achua's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Hart. And Payne is subbed in for Brunson. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. Thompson comes in for Harris. Hardaway's checked in for Ivy. And it's Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. And it's Detroit with the ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
.46 seconds left in the first. Hardaway with a screen on Achiuwa. The three from Thompson, and it's New York with a rebound.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Up top, Robinson. Outside Payne. Screen by Robinson. And there's Payne. That one's good. And the assist from Robinson. The Pistons trailing. Now here's Hardaway. Stewart, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Stewart. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. One quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Pistons ahead, leading by just 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Malik Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Thompson in at the 4. Bridges misses. Detroit has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. To the wing on the left. Schroeder passes to Hardaway. Picked by Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Beasley for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bridges. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, the ability to fend off that contact by Mikal Bridges, that's a big-time play.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Stewart. Beasley with it. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, the signature of Beasley, right? This guy knows how to shoot the basketball.
New York trailing. It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Hardaway. Got a hand on it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. McBride can't get it to go. And Detroit is shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Stewart. Pulls up. Gets some space and buries the jumper. And now a 4-point Pistons lead.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Robinson finds Bridges. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Beasley misses.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Stewart. And here's Hardaway. Anunoby covering. And there's the screen. Here's Thompson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Achiuwa. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. Tobias Harris checked in for Detroit. Cade Cunningham comes in for Schroeder. It's both from the stripe. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Brunson against Cunningham. New York with a rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And now we've got an update on Jaden Ivey. What's the news?
I had a moment to catch up with Detroit's head athletic trainer, and he told me that after his initial exam, it doesn't appear to be anything major. And this team is hoping to contend with a tough first-round matchup, so I'm sure they're anxious to get back to full strength. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Achiuwa's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Ivey comes in for Beasley. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
Now here's Duren. No points so far. Pass to Ivey. Harris left side. Just 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Detroit.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch. You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Outside Anunoby. Over to the wing. Achiuwa for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Launches it. The 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Brunson against Cunningham. And Brunson, here we go. And there it is for him. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Jalen Brunson outstanding at finding avenues to the cup.
On the wing, Ivey. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. Here's Cunningham. Give him 8 points now. Offline with a baseline jumper.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Basket's good.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. 34 seconds left in the first half. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Ivy against Bridges. And Ivy pulls it down. The Pistons lead by 3. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Now Brunson. 11 points in the game. Bridges outside. Again the miss by Bridges.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pistons ahead, up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Thibodeau, and Coach, the rebounding differential not in your favor. What do you see?
Well, they're going every time, and we got to put a body on people. Then go get it.
Got to increase that effort level. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Detroit Pistons.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
It's good, too.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, they're trying to punch their ticket to the next round. Shaq, what's the key?
They don't need a key. As long as you have a ticket, that's the thing that gets punched.
Wow. There's things I could say, but on myself, don't want to get punched.
Very wise choice, Jet. Just smile and nod.
Okay.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Here's Harris. After the basket by New York. Cunningham outside. There's the triple. The Knicks pull it in. Pass to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Back to Hart. Now here's Brunson. Towns a screen on Cunningham. Here's Brunson. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Anunoby covering. Pass to Duren. Ivy outside. Now Cunningham. The three. Okay, nails one from the corner.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
Towns outside. And here's Bridges. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Bridges has got 10 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Cunningham. Okay, powers it in.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Bridges outside. Launches a three. The rebound by Detroit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Harris misses. Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby with it. Still without a bucket. Towns looking for an opening. It's Bridges on the wing. Clock at 6. Puts it up. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Thompson with a screen. Pass to Ivy. Here's the three. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Brunson. Brunson takes it himself. Can't hit that one. Cunningham with some nice D. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Harris, a screen on Brunson. There's Cunningham with a three. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. Hart against Duren. Hart passes to Bridges. Anunoby for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thompson, that's good.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Brunson passes to Towns. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
New York shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he makes the first.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And so Towns nails them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Hardaway. Duran, the screen. A deep three. The putback. They shoot again. 1:56 left in the third.
Great job on the glass. Body's down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
Hart passes to Brunson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Schroeder.
What we know about Jalen Brunson is this guy is not afraid to take it to the cup. He's ready to challenge defenders.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And Detroit making a change here. Stewart's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Now here's Hardaway. No points yet.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Hart. No good. That would have tied it. The Pistons leading. Outside Schroeder. Stewart outside. The three, Hardaway. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Brunson with it. Beasley covers. Brunson so confident at the rim.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Beasley, that's good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Hart. Towns outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And that one falls for Towns. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Brunson. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Second free throw, no good.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a must.
Here's Schroeder. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Schroeder's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, I do like seeing Schroeder get to the mid-range because that shot's still an important one in today's NBA.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Bridges. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Outside Hardaway. Nice D from Bridges. With 1 on the clock. And no good. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Detroit on top, up 1. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Isaiah Stewart out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Beasley in a 2-guard. For 3, Hardaway. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
To take the lead. No good there. Now here's Beasley. McBride covers. Beasley, pass to Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Schroeder against Payne. Over to the left wing. Towns, left side. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. Some solid defense from Stewart. The Pistons lead by 4. Beasley, pass to Schroeder. Stewart, outside. Pass to Beasley. Back to Stewart. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. Now here's McBride. Towns with the ball. to McBride. Towns a screen on Beasley. A nice shot by McBride.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Hardaway. Beasley for three. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he's going for the lob. And a big finish by Robinson.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. For the Knicks, Hart's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. For the Pistons. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach knows they're losing the three battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. On the wing, Ivy. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Pistons lead by one.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Anunoby passes to Towns. Pass to Bridges. Towns on a screen. Out to the wing. Let's go with a three. Detroit with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
To Cunningham. Ivy outside. And here's Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Brunson defending. The shot's good.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson.
Right here.
Pass to Hart. Bullseye!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Thompson. Harris outside. Pure from three-point range.
What a play by Harris. When he's called upon by his squad, he rises to the occasion.
And Brunson, here we go. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Cunningham outside. And stolen by Bridges. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson, and it's good from the elbow.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time. There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth quarter. Duran with a screen on Bridges. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Over Brunson. Misses the fadeaway inside. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. To tie it up. Brunson missing again.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Ivy passes to Harris. Here's Cunningham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. here are the Knicks now, trailing by 4. Blocked! Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Man, we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. Good D by Duren.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
The first one, and that puts him up 5.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
First clean look they have, I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Now a timeout called by New York. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Here's Brunson. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Laces one from 3. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Cunningham. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Fires away from way outside. Offline. And so it's Detroit who scraped by with the win. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.